Microorganisms. Technically, a microorganism or a microbe is an organism that is microscopic. The study of microorganisms is called microbiology. Microorganisms include bacteria, protozoa, algae, and fungi. Although viruses are not considered living organisms, they are sometimes classified as microorganisms. Okay guys, this is the one example of a microorganism. Let it check. Read the following messages. I will show you of what is look of smallpox. So, what is smallpox? Smallpox is a very deadly disease caused by a virus called the variola virus. Smallpox gets its name from the pus-filled blisters or pocks that form during the illnesses. For the next organism, we have poliomyelitis virus. So, what is look of poliomyelitis virus? Let's check it. I will show you some pictures. So, what is poliomyelitis virus? Poliomyelitis is an infective disease caused by an enterovirus called poliovirus. Other enteroviruses are echoviruses and Coxsackie viruses. There are three antigenetically distinct types of the viruses known as type 1, type 2, and type 3 with no cross immunity. This is the third example of microorganisms. So, this is leprosy bacterium, or what is the effect of leprosy bacterium to the human body? So, what is definition of leprosy bacterium? What is leprosy? An infectious bacterial disease of the skin, peripheral nerves, and mucosa of the upper airway. Chronic granulomatous. Only few from who exposed to infection develop the disease. For the last example of microorganism, we have tuberculosis bacterium. So, what is the effect of tuberculosis bacterium to the human body? As you can see, it affects our lungs. So, what is definition of tuberculosis bacterium? Tuberculosis is the infectious disease primarily affecting lung parenchyma, as most often caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It may spread to any part of the body, including meninges, kidney, bones, and lymph nodes. Plants, a living organisms of the kind exemplified by trees, shrubs, herbs, grasses, ferns, and mosses, typically growing in a permanent site, absorbing water and inorganic substances through its roots and synthesizing nutrients in its leaves by photosynthesis using the green pigment chlorophyll. Archaefructus, year of extinction about 145 million to 100 million years ago. Extinct genus of aquatic flowering plants, angiosperms from northeastern China, dated to the early Cretaceous epoch. The first report of Archaefructus suggested that it emerged during the Jurassic period, which would have made it the oldest undisputed fossil of a flowering plant. However, later work confirmed that the specimen was dated to about 125 million years ago, a time on par with other reports of early flowering plants. These flowering plants, however, lacked sepals or petals, and their reproductive organs were based on the stem of the plant. The second example of extinct plant is Araucaria arizonicum. Year of extinction, about 200 million years ago. Araucaria arizonicum is a species of conifer. The tree was truly remarkable. It had an enormous trunk and is sometimes called rainbow wood because of the wide variety of colors that fossilized parts of the tree can provide. Red and yellow colors are caused by iron oxide. Some trees may look purple due to fine separules of hematite found in the quartz matrix. Lepidodendron. Year of extinction about 318 million to 307 million years ago. Lepidodendron holds an interesting nickname, the scale tree, due to fossilized remains of its trunk looking oddly like the scales of a reptile like the Sigillaria. Lepidodendron is more closely related to club moss than trees. They reach heights of over 30 meters with trunks that sometimes exceeded 1 meter in diameter. Lepidodendron was not a woody tree. Its trunk could grow thick, but it did not grow bark the way modern trees do. Calamities. Year of extinction about 250 to 360 million years ago. Some ancient plants have close modern relatives. That's the case with Calamities, an extinct tree-sized plant that proliferated during the Carboniferous period. Calamity trunks consisted of hollow segments giving them the outward appearance of bamboo. The whole plant stretched 33 to 66 feet high was by a massive rhizome, or underground stem that allowed it to sprout clones or of itself. Plant of the period known to have that ability. For the last example, we have Cooksonia. Year of extinction about 433 million years ago. One of the oldest primitive extinct plants in the history of the Earth is Cooksonia plant. First fossils discovered in 1937. They date back to mid of Silurian till end of Devonian. Stem with vascular tissues is present, thus a ripe transition between primitive non-vascular bryophytes and vascular plants. Animals, also called metazoa, are multicellular eukaryotic organisms in the biological kingdom Animalia. With few exceptions, animals consume organic material, breathe oxygen, are able to move, can reproduce sexually, and go through an ontogenetic stage in which their body consists of a hollow sphere of cells that blastula during embryonic development. Aurochs, also spelled auroch, extinct wild ox of Europe, family Bovidae, from which cattle are probably descended. The aurochs survived in central Poland until 1627. The aurochs was a black-toothed 1.8 meters, 6 feet high at the shoulder, and had spreading forward curving horns. Dodo, year of extinction, 1662. Is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, which is east of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean. The dodo's closest genetic relative was the also extinct Rodriguez solitaire. These two form the subfamily Rapinae, a clade of extinct flightless birds that were a part of the family including pigeons and doves. The closest living relative of the dodo is the Nicobar pigeon. White dodo was once thought to have existed on the nearby island of Reunion, but it is now believed that this assumption was merely confusion based on the also extinct Reunion ibis in paintings of white dodos. Passenger pigeon, year of extinction 1914. The passenger pigeon or wild pigeon is an extinct species of pigeon that was endemic to North America. Its common name is derived from the French word passager meaning passing by due to the migratory habits of the species. The scientific name also refers to its migratory characteristics. Scimitar oryx, year of extinction 1990, hailed as the creature that gave birth to the legend of the unicorn. The Scimitar oryx is a large group of the species that are now extinct within the wild. They were found across the whole of North America and have been around in popular African culture for more than 200 years. With spiral-horned antelopes that range from more than 3 feet in size, these creatures were known to be exceptionally adaptable to their surroundings. They move in large packs up to 270 at a time and were capable of dealing with extreme heat thanks to their efficient body cooling.